Hi guys, I just watched Zabella's video about anxiety and panic attacks. I don't suffer with those, but for a whole year I was really depressed. Like,
the Hour team are back in
borderline suicide. Depressed because of a person, because they made me feel like crap and made me feel like I wasn't worth anything and that I didn't deserve to be here, and I was ugly and disgusting and horrible and no one wanted me. But you know, I'm not that person anymore. I've moved on. I don't let anybody tell me what I can and can't do anymore. I'm my own person. If I want to go out and, I don't know, buy some new clothes, I will. I don't need someone there to say, oh, you're not allowed to buy that. You're not allowed it. Put it back. I don't have someone say it to me unless I really can't afford it. But it's like, so many people go through depression, and it is a mental illness. Most people don't like don't like talking about mental illness, but it is real, obviously. But people, everyday people like me, and even celebrities, they go through stuff. Some of them might have gone through depression. Look at Charlie Sheen. He broke up. He split up from his wife. He got divorced. He went on drugs and drink and went straight off the rails, got depressed, everything. He was high as a kite every day. Now he's fine and he's back to his self and everything.
How's your memory?
But it's like, people expect depressed people to just snap out of it like that, when you don't. It took me a year to actually realise what was going on inside my head, because I literally did not do anything. I didn't see anything, I didn't hear anything, I can't even remember hardly anything from that for a whole year. And I really regret letting someone affect me that much. Let them get inside my head. Like, you should never let anyone get inside your head that much and make you feel that bad about yourself. Because they're just not worth it at the end of the day. But people don't like talking about like depression and suicide because it brings a lot of, not memories, but a lot of what do you call it, like hurt, and maybe they've known someone that killed themselves through depression, or they don't love talking about it because it's a sensitive subject. Suicide is a sensitive subject, but I would never ever do it because I am a pussy. And I realised that it wasn't worth it. It was not worth ending my life because someone else made me feel like shit. There are days when I think that it's coming back, that I am going to get depressed again, and I'm going to slip back into that coma, is that the right word? Like coma type state, where I don't really talk to anyone, I don't really do anything, it's like my life is, it was just, for the whole year, it's just a blur. Like, I can't remember anything that went on. It's like when you see in like Vampire Diaries, when they compel someone, they can't remember. They can't remember something that they've just done. It's like that. I just can't, I don't know what went on in that year. The only thing I do remember is my friend saying that she was leaving the country, but I was such a bitch, and I was going through all my depression and shit still, that I didn't know she was going to tell me that until I saw her yesterday, for the first time in a year. And she now lives out in this country. I'm not going to say who it is because people watch my videos, I know who she is, and she doesn't want everyone to know what's happened and everything. I'm not naked, by the way, I'm wearing clothes. But it's just, people just don't like talking about depression and stuff. People know others that have been through it and they just don't like talking about it. They find it really uncomfortable. But anyone that asks me what went on with me, I will tell them. I don't mind. It may take me about 5-10 minutes to actually get the words out, to actually tell them, but I do eventually tell them. But it's just, I was in a really bad relationship where he lied to me, he manipulated me, he cheated on me, made me feel worthless, ugly. It just made me feel disgusting, really. It made me feel like no one would ever want me again, and that I wasn't worth anything, and that I was stupid, and just made me feel so weak and helpless. Like, it's like someone had cut off my arms and my legs, like I couldn't do anything. If I didn't have him, then I wouldn't be able to do anything. Like, I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be able to function. For a year, I felt like that. But I thought, no, I cut out of it towards the end of May, before my 18th birthday. I thought, I am going to be 18 soon. I'm going to be allowed to go out drinking legally. I can go out drinking with friends. I can have a good time. I can go out in the bars in town and actually be allowed to get in and actually drink alcohol, because I'm allowed to I'll be able to buy it myself. I thought, 18, your life begins. Like, you're becoming an adult. I thought, I'm gonna be an adult. No one apart from people at work, like my bosses, are gonna be able to tell me what to do. And occasionally my mum. No matter how old you get, your mum will always tell you off and try and control your life. But whether you listen to them or not is up to you. But it was because of that really bad relationship that I felt like shit and felt just horrible at myself. But it was my 18th birthday that just snapped me out of it and was like, fuck this, I can't be bothered. I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to be depressed and not go anywhere. I didn't see anyone. I didn't go to the cinema or out to dinner anywhere with people. I didn't go out unless I had to. I hardly ever went into town unless I really had to. I never wore any makeup. I didn't do anything that, unless someone said I was allowed to do it. If someone said I wasn't allowed to do something, or they don't agree with it, I wouldn't do it. But there was days where I was really, really happy, and then the next day I'd be really, really down, crying a lot, and just, I don't know, just thinking about all the stuff that happened with me and him, and that brings back memories of when my nan and granddad were alive, and all the happy memories of that, and me missing them. Me missing them, and then it set off loads of stuff that I miss about that's happened in my life. But end of the day, my life goes on. You can't sit here and dwell on things that have happened, whether they're good or bad. I tend to lock the bad memories out and focus on the good ones. If something bad happens, just laugh. Someone calls you names because they don't agree with what you're doing, or doesn't agree with the way you live your life, or the stuff you're into. Like, I like piercings, tattoos and rock music. I love my family and my dog, and I'm very family orientated, but at the same time I like being on my own. I like having my own space and stuff. If someone doesn't agree with the way you are, just say, fuck you, it's not up to you. It's my life, I live it how I want, I can do the things I want, I can like what I want. It's up to you. It's your life, you control it, no one else. Because what's the point in listening to people? What is the point? Because there is none. If you are suffering with depression, or you're finding it hard to deal with things that are going on, talk to someone. Whether it's your mum, your dad, one of your siblings or an auntie or even a doctor, if you're that worried that you're going to do something stupid to yourself because of it, go to the doctors and get help. They won't help you at first, but just keep trying. And if they still don't help you, then just write it in a diary. Get it out somehow. But do not hurt yourself or anyone else. Cause bad idea. Bad idea. And don't say anything you think before you speak. That's one thing I learned. Think before you speak, because you can really hurt people's feelings. Just like in the day, there are going to be good days and bad days. You've got to choose whether they are good or bad. If you want it to be an amazing day, just act like it. I put on a brave face every day when I was depressed. I slapped on a smile on my face all day, every day. I was laughing when I didn't even mean it. It was horrible. It's the worst time of my life. I won't get that year back. I want to get the year back. I won't get this 10-minute, 11-minute video that I'm doing. How many minutes it is? I will not get this time back that I'm talking to you about this. Just enjoy life. Don't think too much about the things you do. If you want to, I don't know, move to Italy and open an ice cream shop, do it. If you're old enough to do it, obviously. Or if you want to become a nun, do it. It doesn't matter what it is. Do what you want to do. Do what your heart desires, if you like. Don't let people get you down. Don't let anyone rule you. Don't let... if you love someone and then they decide to fall in love with someone else, then that's just tough duty, whatever you want to call it, because that happens. We just got to deal with it and move on. At the end of the day, it's their loss. It's their loss because they're losing out on awesomeness. I'm going to go now because I've talked for ages and this is really boring. But make sure if you want to leave comments about like your experience and shit. Or you can subscribe, and I'll put my Twitter down there as well in the description thingy, and my email as well if you want to email me. I don't mind if you email me. I don't care. It's fine. I think you can even send me an inbox on YouTube as well on here. So you can do that too if you want to. Right, I will see you later.